everyone. Hi everyone, how are you? Happy Saturday. It is beautiful out. It is absolutely. Oh, my iPad is dead. Okay. Well, let's get this charged. Because I need my iPad. Okay, got you. Got you. So let's see. For the mini reading. Okay, who does the relationship need right now, Spirit? Give me 1 second. And how are you, love? Happy Saturday. No, I just said how you're doing. All right, so let's see. I'm great too. And let's see, what does this relationship need? Okay, so what I'm seeing, so first of all, it looks like everything is going well right now. As long as you guys, I can tell you how to keep this connection going so that it is stronger. So what I'm getting is with the Ace of Swords, all about being clear, right? Communicating clearly, because I have a lot of communication cards here. So I feel like the main thing is communication, being clear about your intentions, making sure that he's clear about his intentions, making sure that, you know, mentally you're clear on things too. So being mindful, because I feel like sometimes we can get little thoughts in our heads that can kind of like make us feel a little off, or feel like a little, you know, start overthinking, you know, things like that. If there are any concerns on your end, definitely communicate with him, because I have the Three of Pentacles. To me, the Three of Pentacles is all about building together. So I feel like as long as you both are on the same page and we're literally walking side by side, not one in front, one in the back, as long as we're side by side and there is teamwork and there is again, clarity keeps coming up. So I feel like just making sure that you're nurturing the connection as well, because I do have the Queen of Pentacles, but this is also about nurturing you, right? I'm a big believer that as long as you nurture you, your person kind of like, your person is a part of you, right? So like right now, he is a part of your reality, right? The way you nurture yourself is how you're nurturing him. So make sure that you don't lose yourself in the connection, because that's when things can start to turn left in the wrong direction. So just being clear about nurturing yourself, nurturing the connection as much as you can, but making sure that you are making yourself a priority, because that's another thing. When you make yourself a priority, everybody else in your life makes you a priority. So just remember that. The Page of Pentacles to me is all about staying grounded. It's a card of like, you know, opportunity of development. So keep learning about each other, keep things interesting. You know, ask some things that he likes and maybe surprise him at times, but again, make sure that it's reciprocal, which I feel like it is, because I have the Three of Pentacles. That's right, we both overthink. Yeah, so just remember, your person is going to feed off of your energy. So when you find yourself overthinking, just tell yourself no, that you both are safe and that everything is going the way you want it to go, no matter what you're seeing. Because I feel like sometimes, like I said, especially in a long distance relationship, you can start to feel overwhelmed, or, you know, feeling a little bit stuck at times. You have the Hangman with the Ace of Wands, and now we're talking about that, the stuck feeling. If you ever feel like things are feeling a little stuck, it's just for the moment, because I see things like changing really fast. So going from like being stuck to like a lot of action taking. So to me, the Ace of Wands is also creating new opportunities for growth, which is what I said not that long ago. Creating new opportunities to learn about each other. You know, feeling inspired by each other. So I feel like so far everything is gonna go well. Just as long as you guys look, you got the Ace of Pentacles here. So this is about like also working on, you know, manifestation. However we manifest all day. So our thoughts, be mindful of your thoughts. And again, this is like about new ventures. So keeping things interesting, I feel like will be good for the connection. But so far everything does look good, to be honest. I didn't get any cards that made me feel like, oh, like this is something you have to work on. No, I feel like as long as you keep that momentum going and keeping things interesting, especially because it's long distance, is important. So that's for your first question. Hi, Jess. Sorry. Hi, everyone. Welcome in. Make sure you guys like the stream. Donations are open. So I have Nye right now, and then Jess. All right, and then you wanted, let me go back. The Naked Truth. Ooh, that's one of my favorite decks. And how does your person view you? All right, let's get the Naked Truth. I have it right here, too. All right, so the Naked Truth for 9. I look at my phone every day hoping I will see a message from you. So he probably just anticipates hearing from you every day. I miss making love to you. I would do anything to just hold you again. So yeah, he could be missing you right now. I didn't know if my family was going to accept you. So maybe in the past there was hesitation because of that. I'm sorry to put my career before you. I'm trying to get out of debt. I'm willing to put in the time and effort because I don't want to lose you. So, all right. Karmic partner interference. In the past, I feel like this could have been an issue, either you or him, where maybe because of the past connection that happened, it was interfering in this connection, probably developing more in the past. I can't stop thinking about you. I'm seeing synchronicities driving me insane. Yeah, I feel like he's missing you. I'm learning how to love myself now thanks to you. Remember how I said, oh my God, didn't I say in your reading, I said, the more you nurture yourself, the more your person will nurture you too, or they'll nurture themselves because he's a part of you. You're one, right? And this gets a little deeper, is a lot of deeper, more meaning to this, but your guys are one. He only exists because he's in your reality. So the more you nurture yourself, because he is a part of you, he's being nurtured too. Oh, okay. Yeah, you see? I miss you, your voice, your laugh, your humor, your touch. I'm in my feelings today. Yeah, I feel like he's missing you a lot. I'm planning a romantic date, or we can just Netflix and chill. I want to cook for you. That says no strings at the end, but I'm not getting that from him, so you guys are exclusive now. I know you are my soulmate, babe. Our bond is magnetic. I'm seeing all the signs. So this could have been why things got exclusive, because he probably was like, no matter what, I'm keep seeing signs that she's the one. I'm ready to come clean. I can't lose you again. So I feel like this was the past. And I get fears from the past because of what happened to him in the past. I don't get anything where he was doing anything. I don't get that from him. I just feel like he may have had some fears from the past, and he wasn't, transparent with you. I'm going to put a ring on it when the time is right. So that is what I have. He's opening up now. Yeah, he will. He's going to keep opening up more. Remember, I said I saw a lot of communication. Like, I saw what was coming up and what, you want to keep the momentum going. And it was definitely a lot of communication. All right, let's see how he views you. Let me see where I have that deck at. All right, how do you view her? Joe, how do you view her? How do you view Nye? Love in my life. Thoughtful. Life-changing. Spicy. Fine as fuck. That's funny to come out right after spicy. Extremely gorgeous. Yeah, he's very, very attracted to you. Magnetic. Breathtaking. An angel sent from heaven. Captivating. Ageless. He may feel like you look a lot younger than your age. Not saying that you're old, because I don't know how old you are, but maybe he feels like you look a lot younger. And alluring. So for me, alluring is like he can't, like magnetic, almost like magnetic. Like he's like, what the heck has me? He maybe was in the past like, what has me so like almost like enchanted. So that is what I have for you, Nye. I hope that gives you clarity, but honestly, I feel like it's very great energy there. I didn't see anything you need to worry about as long as you guys keep, you know, nurturing the connection. Long distance could be hard at times, so you want to make sure you keep things interesting, you know, and keep like a good, nice flow. Because they do work. I mean, I know a lot of people that have been in long distance relationship where there is work. So, yeah. You're welcome. Yeah, that's me too. Everybody be like, you're not 38. You look like you're 25. But I always have had that belief that I look a lot younger than my age. You're welcome, my love, and good luck with everything. And I hope you have a wonderful Sunday. You too. Thank you. Yeah, Jess, you look young as hell too. Like teenager, which is a good thing because I used to be my younger sister too. My younger sister looks seriously, she looks like she's like 20 and she's 36. So yeah. Yeah. Yep. But you know what? It's funny because I used to always say like I look 23. So when people be like, "Oh my god, I thought you were 23." Do you see how it beliefs? So that is what I have for night. Just you can post. Yo, I don't know, like I feel like that was the motivation I needed. I can't believe that I literally kept saying like I don't have dreams with my stuff and then boom. You know what too though? Lately I've been listening to my rampages like in between. I've been listening to my rampages, so um I feel like yeah, my subconscious is definitely picking up. Reading for next week for Jess. What can Jess expect next week? Give us some insight. Oh my god, I saw this today. It randomly showed up on my YouTube thing. Let me see if I saved it. But it's a girl, she does subliminals and she posted something where I was like, oh my god, I gotta send this to Jess. Let me see if I saved it. I don't think I did. Randomly popped up. Ooh, I just got chill. Um So it says emotions don't ruin your manifestations. The only thing that can derail you is the belief that they can. You're allowed to feel. You're allowed to cry, to scream, to laugh, to doubt, to feel whatever the hell you need to feel. But here's the key. Don't let these emotions define your reality. I was like, yeah, we've talked about that. But I'm like, it's so funny how that popped up on my feed when we were talking about emotions. So let's see the reading for the week for Just. Reading for the week for Just. Okay, the 5 of Cups. Reading for the week for Jeff. The Hierophant. So this is decluttering in the mind. Because to me the Hierophant is like that spiritual energy, that spiritual card, the subconscious mind, the things that you have been holding on to that maybe like, so you know, I always say there's gonna be some underlying stuff that's gonna pop up that maybe you didn't even know you had in the loop. So I feel like that's what's gonna happen this week for you. Like you're gonna be letting go of some past things that have happened, and you're gonna be more in alignment. I just clarified the Seven of Swords with the Judgment. I think that you're gonna be feeling with the Seven of Swords a little bit like how do I say this? Like almost like looking over your shoulder for like maybe like a day or two, because I'm getting this happening really fast, right? Like a day or two. But with the Judgment, it's like it's bringing you some sense of rebirth, some sense of like realignment, a sense of an awakening. So it's like your redemption card. So it's like your, it, to me this feels like the residue just leaving. So you know how we the oil, water, and that, you know, that I, and that whatever that I said, like that I got from, I think it was Flossie, where your cup is full of oil and you're pouring, you know, the oil is the old thoughts, the negative beliefs, and you're pouring in the new ones with the water is like, so like you still have some oil there that's still spilling out is what I'm getting. Hi Shay, how are you? Oh, you have, yeah, just that makes sense. You may be like a little bit like in this hermit mode type of energy, but I feel like this is like going within and you're just like kind of reanalyzing stuff. So, I mean, if this week does feel like, I'm not gonna say that it feels tough, but if you feel mentally things are feeling a little tough, you know, you can always text me. That's why we're partners in this. But don't do it alone. The Hermit, to me though, you know, the Hermit can go quiet and then comes out really strong, right? So I feel like that's what's happening to you. Like again, I feel like this is gonna be for a few days, maybe a day or two, and then you come out of it so much more stronger. So kind of like let those things come out, because that's, you know what happened with me the other day, and I was like, fuck it, like that just needs to come out. The Eight of Cups is here with the Nine of Wands. You may see some action from him that's not the normal stuff that you've been seeing. I feel like this week can bring some new him, some additional things from him, if that makes sense. Hi Hermes, how are you? Let me see. I'm good, Shay. Yo, Shay, remember how the other day I said I don't really dream with my manifestations like ever? Like, girl, I had one not even last night, this morning. It was a good one. Like the Seven of Pentacles. Yeah, see, he's building momentum towards you slowly. Like but it's continue to persist just in what you're wanting. Don't get too like wrapped up in like what you're not seeing. Remember, the last place that we start to see our assumptions is in 3D. So just remember that, the continue to build, because I feel like he's gonna still be building some momentum with you. With the Seven of Pentacles, yeah, it may be like little by little, but it's still some momentum that's being built. Hi Danielle, how are you? Like the Eight of Pentacles with the Page of Wands. I see. I don't know if you. I don't think. No, you haven't taken a break from your shop. So your shop is gonna keep you busy this week. Make sure you guys like the stream, because I've had the same 3 likes since this morning. I mean, since I came on. So please like the stream, guys. The Eight of Pentacles, like definitely putting in the work. Like they're saying, keep putting in the work. But I also see you working hard in your Etsy shop. Um, Working hard in your Etsy shop, you're gonna be feeling more inspired too. So like I feel like if in the last few weeks you were feeling like not really inspired, you're gonna start feeling more inspired with your store. You will be taking a break. Yeah, I feel like you're gonna, I don't know, this week you might find some inspiration to keep it going. So that's what I have for you, Jess. Happy birthday, Shay. Are you doing anything today? You do? Yeah, I haven't put in some stuff together too, Jess. I'll share with you. Just to like, you know, switch out the store a little bit. Not all the way, but you know, just a little. Some new stuff. I'm definitely gonna create my decks. I'm gonna do them but like a digital form. So I'm trying to figure that out. That's something I'm figuring out. I'm gonna hopefully figure out this week. Um so I could just sell them on there as a digital product rather than a physical product. Even later down the road, I decide to do a physical product, then that's different. Okay, Shane. So your birthday is July 5th. Why? I don't know why that never clicked to me because I know so many people whose birthday is today. Hi, IJ. How are you? Can we add Sarah to the list, Jess? I thought it was gonna be like really quiet today. I was like, we're probably not even gonna see nobody. Hi, SB. You could go ahead and post. All right, so I have SB and then Danielle. How's everyone doing today? Yo, IJ, I was just telling, I told Jess about it. But I'm telling Shay because the other day we were talking about like dreams and shit, like right when you're manifesting, and I was like, yeah, I don't ever get dreams, like, and I think I've told you this, IJ. I was like, I don't really get dreams that I can remember. This morning I had a dream. It was a good one, and it called me out a little bit too. Okay, let's see. What is the Taurus energy towards Sarah? She's feeling some distance here, Spirit. Give us some insight. Let me tell you, this deck, I've been using it for like a few weeks, but this deck feels so light. Like, so light. Yeah. Yo, it was like a good, like, it was, I would probably say a really good, it was a good dream. It was a good dream because it felt good. Like, I was like, it was a cute dream, but it definitely, there was a part that called me out, and I was like, okay, now I see what we doing. Well, we're getting past that block. That's what I'm getting. So yeah, I was laughing. You know, that just means like your subconscious is definitely picking up on what you're feeding it. So, all right. So let's see. What is the Taurus's energy for Sarah? The Four of Pentacles. Mm-hmm. And I already knew that was something underlying. I already knew exactly what that was. So they're just confirming to me what I've been like holding on to. The Temperance in the reverse. Okay. Shay, do you want a mini for your birthday? The Six of Wands. The Knight of Pentacles in the reverse. Okay. The Sun and the Magician. So I do get some holding back energy here. All right. So with the Four of Pentacles, this could sometimes mean still holding on, but it is, the way it's coming in with the Temperance is like, I'm holding on to this, but I'm also holding back. There's a sense of like imbalance, or I feel like there's some need for realignment in the connection. The Temperance is all about balance, you know, doing things in moderation. There's some imbalance here and like some realignment that needs to happen. This could also be him just kind of focus on self, to be honest. Um, Yeah, like he's like yeah, like keeping to himself, like focus on self. I get like self-indulgence and self-healing. The Six of Wands is a card of like public recognition, trying to feel like a card of self-confidence. So I'm gonna be honest. I'm not saying this because it's you or to make you feel better about it. I don't feel like him holding back has anything to do with how he feels about you, or that you're not worthy or nothing like that. I feel like it's more about him feeling worthy himself of something good. I have the Knight of Pentacles in the reverse, and I am getting someone who's feeling stuck. Okay, someone who's feeling, I don't know if it's the long distance, Sarah, if because I'm gonna be honest, it feels like the long distance now is become a routine, and maybe there is boredom on both sides. Like it's just like, okay, we're still talking, but what's next? Like we need more. And I feel like that's what is coming down to. Like maybe he's feeling like he wants and needs more, and is not sure if it's going to come from the connection. You may be also feeling like this. There's like it's like a very like crazy energy here, because I do feel like he is still tied up to you. He still has feelings for you, and he still sees you as a positive light, and he still wants to create something here. But I am getting someone who's working on their own self-confidence. So it's like he's focused on himself, because maybe for him he feels like, you know what, like it's become a routine, and now like I hate to say this, but like almost like the spark is the flame is dying down, and there needs to be more that goes on. So um I gave him more congrats because he started medical school. He said he would call me, and he didn't get that for them for me. Like, yeah, he seems reserved sometimes. Yeah, you see, and that's what I'm saying. Like, and remember, when you feel a certain way, your person is gonna feel it too in their own kind of way. So maybe like you feeling boredom, and I always tell people this, like the whatever like energy you're putting out to the connection, they're gonna feel it too, but in their own kind of way. So maybe he's in his mind is like, I just gotta focus on me, and you're over here like, bro, like I'm bored of this, like let me go do something else. But then how it's translated to him, in the spiritual world is like, oh, I just gotta focus on me. I gotta work on my self-confidence. I gotta work on this. I gotta work on that. But it's like there's holding back, for sure. So let me see what's the outcome here. You will get communication from him. I feel like communication will start to pick up at some point. He will take initiative, because I have the Eight of Wands with the Emperor. So I do feel like he will take some initiative coming up. It's just almost like you guys are going through a hump of like, where do we go from here? We need more. Um, But at this point, don't think I want to. Maybe it's just a phase. Yeah, yeah. It's hard. I just had a reading with someone. She's like long distance, and I said, long distance relationships are hard because you're not getting that physical connection. So you have to keep things exciting, not just for that person, but for you. So like doing things that make you happy in between the time that you're not speaking, or those things. Because long distance, I was with somebody that traveled for work. He was a truck driver, and he would be gone for 2-3 months sometimes, and we made it work. And mind you, he was like on the other side of the country, so there was times where we were like 3 hour, there was a 3 hour difference. So like when it was 5 o'clock for me, it was only like 2 o'clock for him. When it was, so it's a tough place to be in. He has big goals, but I will meet others. Yeah, in the meantime, yeah, you know what I say, as long as you're single, do what you want, do you have fun, do things that you love. I notice, like for me, like let me tell you, I feel good when I'm taking care of myself. I'm working out, I'm looking good, I'm smelling good. Not that I smell good all the time, but I'm just saying I am nourishing myself. I'm doing stuff for myself, like being around family, being around love, because you need that balance. Because it's easy to stay stuck in a place and like just not want to do anything. I All right, let's see. So what are Savion's intentions with Sarah? And hi, everyone that's coming in. Please like the stream if you haven't already. Like this year, I usually do neutral colors on my nails for the summer. This year, I was like, no, I want to play around with colors. Like, if I want to be a new version of myself, I got to switch things up. Yeah, that makes sense. What is Savion's intentions with Sarah? The Nine of Wands, the Justice. What are your intentions? The Emperor. The Four Wands. So I feel like this guy could be a little bit, have like a little bit of a wall up. Let me just clarify this Nine of Wands. There could be a bit of a protective mechanism from him for now. This is like, as long as things go well and as the more he gets to know you, he puts that wall down. Yeah, I feel like he could be also very reserved when it comes to like family, friends. So not somebody that's gonna jump in. I still have a thirst for life despite everything. Yeah, exactly. That's how it's supposed to be. So he's very protective of like the people that he loves and cares about. So this is why I get that maybe he's a little bit has a wall up until he gets to know you more. With the Justice, to me, is all about like clarity. So he wants to be honest and open with you. He wants to bring clarity to the situation. He wants to be, the Justice card is all about fairness, right? So his intentions are to be fair with you, move things. To me, the Six of Swords coming out here, it feels like wanting change. So maybe in the past he's had some connections that were just, or he did things in a certain way. So with you, like he wants to do things differently. He wants to like leave any like baggage that he's had or like loose ends. He wants to leave those behind and continue to release them as he moves towards you. So like wanting to lean in rather than running away, right? The Fool is here, so I still see a sense of like wanting to be carefree, wanting to kind of be spontaneous with this, not getting too serious right now. Is what I get from him, wanting to keep things very innocent, but it is a card of taking a leap of faith. So right now he's taking a leap of faith. He is showing up as the Emperor, so someone that's very serious, very disciplined, very structured, very focused, very honest. And you have the Four Wands, so I do feel like an end goal here, it could be for marriage, but he wants to take it easy. Like he wants to enjoy things moment by moment, day by day, and not feel like he's rushing in or like he's thinking way too far ahead. But his ultimate plan when it comes to like dating, getting to know people, is for marriage. The Hermit is here with the Ten of Swords. The outcome. Show me more. The Four of Cups. Ooh. And the outcome, though, I have at some point things may go quiet with you and him. Like things may, and remember, this is just your current energy, so you have the chance to change that. But it looks like things go quiet and then they kind of die down. Like someone disconnects from here. Again, I'm getting boredom. So it may come down to you, Sarah, and what you're looking for, that you may get bored with the situation and cut it off. So that's what I'm getting. Yeah, it feels like the outcome, again, we change the outcome. Outcomes don't decide. I don't decide the outcome for you or tarot. You decide what the outcome is. So there could be something that you have to work on. This could be like your like a sign for you, or like spirit trying to tell you that there's something you need to work on when it comes to the connections, because it almost feels like they all die down the same way. Like things go really quiet and then they just stop. So Just remember, again, you change the energy. The energy doesn't just change on its own. Oh man. And I know you have one more, right? So I don't know why I have to share this, but maybe it's a like good thing for you. But I remember I was dating this guy. This was years ago. His name was CJ. We were dating. Like, he was real cool. Like, we would go out on dates. Like, we were having a good time. Like, he would buy me flowers. Like, we talked on the phone all the time. We would FaceTime. Like, we were cool, right? But I remember the one day we went out, and I was like, yeah, like, I want to get married and have kids. And he straight up told me, he said, I'm going to be honest. He's like, when I look at the future, he's like, I don't see myself getting married or having kids. And he was like, I don't know if that's going to change in a few months. He said, maybe that'll change next week, then a few months, a year, 2 years. But he was like, I don't want to, like, if that's something that you really want, he's like, I don't want to hold you back from having that, because he's like, right now I don't see that. And I appreciated him for telling me that, and we just stood as friends after that. Like, we didn't even go on dates anymore. But eventually things died down. But it was like, he was very honest. And you know what, I ran into him like 2 years later, and he had a 2-month old. And you know what he told me? He was like, yeah, I'm going through drama with her mom. This is exactly why I didn't want to have kids. But he was like, I still love my daughter. But it goes to show, like, I think sometimes, like, some people, you just have to be like upfront early on what you're looking for, because some people may not be looking for that. Some people may be, some people, they're going into it with a mindset. But once you bring up, like, your expectations, I tell people all the time, especially my younger cousins and stuff, like, don't sit there and say, I'm not looking for a relationship, let's just see where this goes, if that's not what the fuck you want. Because that's settling. If that's not what you want, and the man can be honest and tell you, like, well, I'm not looking for it, I'm just looking to have fun, you have the decision to make whether that's all you want to do. So I don't know. Yeah, I just wanted to share that story. Maybe it'll help somebody here. But yeah, just being like, sometimes I think that we kind of go into dating, we're trying to make things work, but settling is only going to bring more settling. Let me change my last question. Then I'd like to I'd like to know, what does that need to work on to build a connection with someone? Okay, let's see. Like, this last thing. All right, let's see. What does she need to work on, Spirit? What do you need her to work on? Yeah, I love the honesty. I was like, all right, cool. We still cool. But I was like, all right, I know not to look for that with him. And I was not going to force it either. Because even with my ex, like, I remember when I told him right away, my last boyfriend, that I wanted marriage and stuff, he agreed that he wanted that. And then I remember, like 7 or 8 months in, he was like, I really don't think about marriage. I really don't see myself. Like, he's like, if I were ever to get married, yeah, I will be with you, but I'm not really looking to get married anytime soon. And I was like, oh, fuck this. Like, you lied. Oh my God, that's crazy, Sarah. What does she need to work on? The Hermit, the Nine of Pentacles, and the Page of Wands. So I feel like this is like staying single for a bit. Like, and when I say staying single, I mean like not even talking to people, right? To me, I feel like you have to get clear on what you're looking for and what you're wanting if you're not clear on it, right? So like, I always tell people that, especially the people that I'm coaching, like, when it comes to like like when they're looking for marriage or a romance, whether they already have someone that they're wanting more from, or they're wanting someone from scratch, make a list of your ideal person and be completely honest with yourself. Like, What are your non-negotiables? What are your, I'm willing to do this, but this is completely a hell no. I'm willing to put up with this, but this is a hell no. Because, and when I say non-negotiables, start from like even when you go on a date with someone, right away, what is your non-negotiable? Like, I could give you an example. For me, is like if a guy goes in there looking a mess, that's a hell no. We're not getting past even that first date. Like, if a guy is like talking a certain way, that's a hell no. So it's like being mindful of that, like staying true to yourself, right? Enjoying your singlehood, your independence, while you're getting clear on exactly what you're looking for, because there could be a bit of like confusion of what you're putting out, right? The Page of Wands to me feels like maybe um the Page of Wands is all about like discovery. So I feel like right now, again, it's like a need to discover who you are and what you're wanting. How does a person fit into your life, right? If you're wanting a strong connection, then maybe long distance relationships will not work for you, right? And I'm just giving you examples, right? If you're looking for ultimately getting married, then we know that if a person is already telling, like, I don't know where, like, how we're gonna live, because long distance relationships can work, like I say, they can, but it's also that's a baggage that you're carrying with you, because eventually somebody's gonna have to make a move, and just enjoying your freedom, but literally with like just spending time with you, letting go of any past resentments, baggage, like getting down to like maybe like this is another thing I've been telling them, like, look at your patterns in your relationships. There's a pattern. Trust me that there is. Just look at your last few partners or people that you've gotten to know and check the pattern there, because there is a pattern, and release that pattern. So basically, let go of any, again, those early signs, because they do show up. Show me more. Yeah, see, this is like letting go of baggage. Anything that makes you feel like you're working too hard is not good. So um if you've noticed, like, again, your patterns, if you notice that you're the one that's putting in a lot of work and effort or having expectations, then check where that's coming from, because that's also like a core belief, right? So something else that I've been teaching them, core beliefs, right? Our core beliefs are what lead us to certain situations. So like if that's what comes down to, like, your patterns. So let's just say is that like the not things not lasting, maybe change your belief around that things do last, relationships do last, the love does last. So changing your beliefs when it comes to connections, because I do see forward movement here, I see progress, but it's like you have to almost like let go of the old you, and even probably maybe even past people, so that you can conquer the new you. um gonna ask. Yeah, that's a good one. ChatGPT helped me get clear on some stuff the other day that I couldn't put really into words, and I was like, okay. Yeah, see, I feel like once you get that, you'll start to see progress, and you'll start to see people come in. You're definitely going to have people coming in regardless, but this is the perfect time to really get down, especially if you're looking for something, that is going to last, something long term, someone that's going to put the efforts in, someone that's going to take inspired action, right? And I feel like even, let's just say it is B, he may come in as a new person and bring you exactly what you're wanting, but keeping that door open for endless possibilities. So yeah, just go back to your patterns. That's a good way to start, and then go from here. See, you have the Lovers and the Four Wands at the bottom. I feel like once you get clear on that, it makes things easier, because if people show up a certain way, you're going to be able to be like, no, I'm good, instead of trying to force things, or instead of trying to make something happen that right from the gate is like following your gut feeling, your intuition, basically. Yeah, that makes sense. I'm a believer that you attract who you are. So there's something that these people are bringing to the table that's bringing you like some type of temporary fulfillment, but it's not the end all. So that is for you, Sarah. I hope that was helpful. Just get clear. Get clear on the person that you want. And you know what I always say, like, I know who my husband is, right? I know who my husband is. And if I see some fuck shit, I'll be like, that ain't my husband anyways, because my husband is like this. So that's like my fun way of doing stuff. And thank you, Sarah. All right. Danny, if you're here, please go ahead and post. You're welcome, my love. Thank you. These are my little natural nails. They break and they grow and they, you know what, I know I'm at a healthy place mentally, physically, and everything. My nails get really long. All right, why does it feel like Jay is avoiding me? This is for Danielle Spirit. Why does it feel like Jay is avoiding Danielle? Why does she feel like he's avoiding her? The Knight of Pentacles. The Knight of Swords. The Two of Pentacles, the Queen of Wands, the Wheel of Fortune. The Star. Why is he avoiding her? All right, I'm not gonna lie. It feels like he's entertaining someone else. I'm seeing attention being put somewhere else. The Six of Cups. Could be, I just literally asked, is this someone new? This could be someone he already knows, possibly even at work, with the Three of Pentacles being here, that he's like entertaining. Yeah, the Knight of Wands. I'm getting like very like, I hate to use this term because it's so overused, but it's giving like a little bit of like fuckboy energy. And y'all know I'm not a man hater, but I'm getting like being entertained by something new. There's new entertainment here. There's new, and he's like ambitiously focused on this, like juggling. Yeah, juggling is what I'm getting with this Eight of Wands and the Two of Pentacles. There's someone that's got his interests, okay? I hate to say this, but that's what I'm getting. The Wheel of Fortune with the Star, the Ace of Pentacles, and the Sun. It is something that's entertaining him right now. It's something fresh, but I feel like he's known this person. And like I said, it could be at work. I don't know if he works with women, but it could be at work. The Eight of Swords. How is he feeling about Danielle? I just want to see. With the Eight of Swords and the Eight of Cups, this is like real crazy energy. How's he feeling about her? The Judgment. He feels like something has changed between you guys as well. So it's like you're feeling disconnected from him, or you're feeling his distance, and he's feeling the same thing from you. And I feel like there's like he's in his head about it. Like he's wondering if you have someone new. So it's almost like you guys are like, there's like a push pull with y'all. Um and you're feeding off of each other's energy. Which I always say that, but couples feed off of each other's energy. It may show up in different ways, but it's still the same thing. Is it the X spirit? I don't feel like, hold on. I don't feel like it is. Is it the X? Is it the X spirit? The Knight of Cups in the reverse. The Five of Cups in the reverse. The Five of... No, I mean, I feel like there's past resentment with her. I don't feel like it's her. Is this someone completely... Yeah, I feel like it's someone new, and it was unexpected. Like, its interest was like came from out of nowhere. Yeah, I feel like the Ten of Wands, I will say, I feel like it's entertainment because the connection, how things are going with you and him. I don't know what's going on between y'all, but it feels like there's a burden here, and he's like entertaining something new that I don't feel like is gonna last, because like I said, with the Knight of Wands, it's a very in and out energy, so he's not there for... I don't have any kings. I don't have any I don't have any like an emperor or a hierophant. I'm getting the knights for me very like I'm here for a short time, not a long time. So yeah, the moon. So there's something that's gonna be revealed to you as well coming up when it comes to the connection. Something will be revealed that's gonna bring you more clarity. All right, let's see your second question. Advice on how to deal with Jay and his mom. All right, let's see. Sir, what is her advice on dealing with Jay and his mom? She just kind of want to break away from it all. I need somebody to break. All right, let's see. What is your advice when it comes to Jay and his mom? The Queen of Cups. See, yeah, this is like, I feel like nurturing yourself. But let's see. What does she need? The Knight of Wands. Oh my God, we got the Knights again. The Knight of Cups, the Knight of Pentacles. You're getting like this energy to fall back. Focus on you, fall back. The Four of Pentacles is here. Like fall back from them. Kind of do like follow your heart when it comes to things. I feel like you're ignoring your intuition, right? So the Queen of Cups is an intuitive queen. Not saying that the other ones aren't, but this one, she's ruled by her intuition, right? She does things by her intuition. This is why she's very loving, very caring. And it's like you're either ignoring your intuition on this, or you're not listening to your heart. Like you're just completely bypassing it. And they're saying to slow down and literally like just figure it out. Stop. Don't be impulsive. Yeah, see, I'm getting like the fallback energy again. Like let them be, let them do what they do, and just don't entertain them. Like don't even entertain thoughts of them is what I'm getting here. The Knight of Pentacles is, to me, is about slowing down and, you know, being reserved, being responsible with yourself. So just like a need to focus on you and your self-love and your self-care. Nurture and love yourself. Yeah, look, the intuition card came out. The high priestess. I'm not surprised, because the main energy I'm getting is listening to your intuition. The hermit too is a very wisdom, I'm sorry, is a very, yeah, it's a very wise energy, right? He has a lot of wisdom. He goes within, right? He knows how to like, he knows when it's time to go back in his shell, just to like regroup, and so that he can hear his heart space, his inner voice, his inner guidance. So again, that energy of like falling back from them maybe for a few days, and try to listen to your heart and your intuition. What are they telling you? The King of Wands is here, so I feel like when you pull back, he's gonna try to come in. Well, not try. He is gonna come in, because he's kind of like, it's almost like when you're in front of him, right? I want to say it almost feels like taking you for granted. So like once you pull back, he's gonna notice that the emptiness. Yeah, look, the Four of Cups is gonna make him contemplate and try to figure out what's going on with you. There's a need to disconnect from them though, for sure. Show me more. The Nine of Wands, the Nine of Swords, the Seven of Swords. And yeah, see, I feel like there could be some conflicts coming up, but this feels mentally for you. Like maybe sleepless nights, even having nightmares, a little bit of anxiety and worry, but I'm mostly getting like a lot of like mental, like, I don't want to say anguish because that sounds so tough, but needing mental clarity. So take and mental tension. So take a break from them and just see how you feel, because I feel like you may have been being nudged to like run away from this. The Emperor is here. With the Lovers. Um for the outcome, I'm getting like maybe once you fall back, things can come back in realignment, because I do have the Ten of Cups and look, yeah, and the Six of Cups. So it's almost like in order for this to like find its balance back again, you have to like fall back from them to get alignment. And I get a lot of his energy. I don't know if his mom is very important here or not, but it could balance both connections, to be honest. But I mainly got him. Like you, once you kind of just clear up like whatever like resentments or like things that are holding you back from like making something happen with him, things will feel a lot easier. So that's what I have for you, Danielle. I hope that was helpful and thank you for donating. I don't know what I want to eat today. I feel like I get tired of eating the same stuff. Jess, you can post. I don't know why my cup is making so much noise. You gotta chill. Oh my. Give me 1 second. I've been out for an hour already. It doesn't even feel like that. Oh, Jess, and I'm gonna do your moon cards. Sorry, I'm just opening up one of my apps. Want to listen to. What is coming towards Jess? What's coming towards Jess? The Four Pentacles been popular today. What the heck? The Four Pentacles overall is about saving money. It's about like holding back. It's about like finding security, but it's also about like control. It's also a card of like holding on to something. But anyways, we'll see how it's coming out for you, Jess. The Ace of Wands. What is coming towards Jess? Okay, so this feels like, you know what I'm getting? Hold on, I want to clarify this death card. Let's make sure. Yeah. Okay. So it goes, I feel like what's coming towards you is, hold on, let me clarify this Two of Pentacles. You're going to have to prioritize certain things coming up because you're going to have multiple things coming in at once. And you're going to have to find some type of balance. But I'm also seeing like if you feel like things are at a standstill for you, the actions will be taken. So expect some actions from like people. This could be like clients. This could be your person. Like things just coming in. But I'm also getting with you like you have an urge to create something. So remember how earlier in one of your readings I said like feeling inspired? Yeah, like the world with the Six of Swords. To me, this feels like you're kind of like closing out a chapter of uncertainty and opening a chapter of full-blown certainty, feeling secure in every aspect of your life. Show me more. The Chariot, the Five of Swords. Be mindful of your thoughts, of course. We talk about this, but don't create issues that are not there. Don't create stories that are not there. Especially when it comes, I just clarify with who, when it comes to your person. Because you will get progress. You're going to see progress, but it may not be as much as you want, right? So it may have you feeling like, it may have you feeling a little uncertain because you're feeling like things are a little stuck. But what I'm getting is things feeling more comfortable. So him being more comfortable to do things to come towards you, but it may not be in a fast pace. It may be like in his kind of like still in his comfort zone kind of energy. Four Swords. Yeah, like the Hermit. So if don't get too phased by what you're not seeing. This is coming up again for you, Jess. So I feel like this is like energy that's gonna persist for you, where if you kind of like sit in that energy, you're gonna be in it for a little while. So don't be phased by what you're not seeing, because as we know, things are working out in the behind the scenes. It may just not come in as fast as you're wanting, because you're keeping yourself stuck in the wanting to see more. So just be mindful of that, because there is a homecoming. He's coming towards you. Like, that's inevitable. He is coming towards you, whether it's through communication, direct communication, or taking like some real action towards you. The hangman is here. Look, as I say that, like, things working out behind the scenes. Look, you have the 7 of Wands. And the Magician. So again, it's like, this is the middle to me. The middle for me is like trying to see things from a different perspective. Remember how I was telling you earlier, like, I was like, I don't think when they say feel it real is what they're saying, like how people make it seem. Like, I've been doing I did my research after that, and I don't feel like it's how they make it seem. But remember, everything is perspective. So seeing things from a certain perspective, which is one that benefits you rather than one that doesn't. Because again, there's things that are being worked out behind the scenes. Like, any challenges or anything that's holding the connection back will be removed. Okay. There's just, this is just feels like I want to see something with the 7 of Wands. Girl, yeah, they're gonna be overcome. Whatever challenges those are, they're gonna be overcome. You continue to be in your in your magician bag. Like, you're the one that's creating this anyways. And remember how I said in the beginning, like, you're the creator of things. So you're the one that's creating opportunities here. So remember that you're the creator, and you're the one that's making things happen. So, and I do feel like you're gonna be feeling more confident coming up. So maybe like there's gonna be little things that just pop up for you, like little manifestations that you're like, remember how to make the list. So you're gonna see a lot of those things show up for you, that's gonna make you feel like you're definitely in your power, and you're gonna be like, fuck yeah, I'm gonna keep going. So that's what I'm getting coming up. So that is for you, Jess. I hope that was helpful. Let me get you your moon cards. Add shade to the list, please. Step out of your comfort zone. It's time to release negativity. So you probably are going to be releasing more of that. Remember, we're doing our core beliefs, just so you know, hopefully this, I feel like this week will be feeling like 1,000 times better. The answers you need are coming, so you will be getting some things that will be revealed, which was the moon card there. Don't let pride get in your way, which is your ego mind. This one didn't come out, but it was balance, spirituality, and practicality. You know what this is, right? Your subconscious and your conscious mind. Or you could look at it as like your spirit, like, you know, your manifesting, your manifester energy, and the ego, the human body. Show the world the real you. Nothing will come from this situation. So this to me feels like the negativity, nothing will come from it. So just let it be. Nothing is yet set in stone. Believe in the impossible. Okay. You and your loved ones are safe. Your commitment is being tested. We you know what that is. When you're like going, you might see some fuck shit, but it's like, all right, decide what you want to do. What do you need to release? And a new romantic cycle begins. Oh wait, there was one more. Bring love into the situation. Hold your vision, and your hard work is paying off. Oh wait, I got two that came out with that one. Your hard work is paying off, and your dreams need a practical plan. So do what you do. I would say to find yourself some motivation, just think back on that moment when you got movement. Like the first time you got some, like that high from him, that he waved at you on his own. Think of what you were doing at that time. Find some motivation there. Yeah, things are good. And thank you, Jess. All right, IJ, you are next. Yo, I just watched Sammy's mom. She did a video. Yo, she was talking about those people that want to be lazy. Yo, I was dying because I'm like, yo, why? That has been the topic for me lately. Like, I get it. You could choose all you want, but are you doing the fucking work to align yourself with that? And affirming is one of the fucking ways. So stop bitching and just do what you gotta do to change your outcomes. Hi, Sankar, how are you? Like, only you could change the outcome, not no one else. What's coming up for RJ that he's not expecting? That's a good one. Y'all twins. Happy Saturday, everyone. What did everyone do yesterday? I'm sunburned. Look, I'm sunburned. And I got like a little blister here. And you don't want to know what's crazy? I had a fucking, I don't know why. The one day I was like, can't wait to go. I was like laying in bed and I was like, yeah, I can't wait to go to the beach this week. And I was like, I want to get so sunburned that I end up with a blister. Then I was like saying, I don't want no blister. Look, I got a fucking blister. Yo, I can't fucking believe it. But if I say I want to be a millionaire, I still haven't, y'all. But I'm still holding on to that hope. Not to that hope. I know I am. You know what? I've never tried to be a millionaire. Maybe I should try. You know what's crazy? I played the lottery a few months ago. I can't even tell you if I won because I lost the lottery tickets. I probably won. What's coming towards RJ that he's not expecting? You know, there's actually some people that don't care to be like millionaires and stuff like that. Like, and I know that from the community. Like, they're like, nah, I just want to live a nice, normal life. Yeah, that's me too, Jess. Like, I'm like, I wanna be financially free, but I don't really care to be like a millionaire or anything like that. I mean, if I am, I am. But all right, the 7 of Wands, the Sun. What's coming towards RJ that he's not expecting? The Knight of Cups. The 3 of Wands. So I feel like with the 7 of Wands starting off your spread, so this is a card of challenges, right? Of putting up a fight, of competition, of trying to maintain some type of control. I want to clarify something. Is this with her? Because I feel like it is. Is this with her? Is this with Nat? Is this Nat? Yeah, her. So I'm getting a yes here. So I feel like anything that has her holding back, she's going to be releasing that. So maybe you're not gonna see this physically in the world, like in your 3D, like like you're not gonna physically see this, but she's gonna definitely be coming in as like a brand new person, like more positive. Like you're gonna notice like her being more optimistic, like following her heart, like, and it's gonna be following her heart coming towards you. So with the Three of Wands, it's like you can just sit there and relax because this is gonna come towards you. So you're gonna see like some changes that are happening behind the scenes for her are going to reflect in the physical world for you, because you're going to notice her being like more emotionally open. You have the Eight of Wands. I'm sorry, the Eight of Pentacles. Oh, a lot of cards came out. I'm going to take them because I already took them. No, this is first. I'm also seeing financial opportunities coming your way, IJ. I'm seeing like you, and the Queen of Swords is here, but it's not necessarily that you're in feminine energy, but the Queen of Swords can be very unbiased, very independent, has clear boundaries, very direct with communication. So like let's just say I know people have come to you in the past like to borrow money. You're gonna be like, hell no. You're gonna be very direct and cutthroat, but not in an asshole way like the King of Swords could be. You're gonna just be more like you're focused on your purpose and like what you're trying to grow. That you're like, yeah, no, this is a distraction. This is, I can't help you. Like, and it doesn't matter who it is. You're gonna just be like, no, I can't. You're kind of being very responsible with yourself, and I feel like seeds that you're planting are definitely going to come in. The Ace of Pentacles is a card of manifestation, is a card of new opportunities and abundance, is a card of like new career, financial opportunity, new ventures, prosperity. So I feel like if you have been focused on financial growth, it's going to come in. The Two of Wands, the Eight of Swords. Oh shit, really? That's crazy. You know what's crazy though? If you, this is why I say like use what you're seeing to your benefit, right? This is the thing. What people don't realize, you're not manifesting a change in nothing or no one. You're literally aligning yourself up to the new version of them. The new version of her, the person that's committed to you, married to you, whatever, she's already exists. The Nat that you're experiencing right now, that's a completely different version of her. But the version that you're wanting to experience, she's already exists. What you're doing when you're affirming and you're persisting, you're just aligning yourself to that version of that person. That their desire already exists. You being a millionaire, that already exists. The practices that we do is just to align ourselves with that desire. It's not, you're not, that's why I tell people all the time, stop checking on that person's energy if you're going to feel disappointed, because you're not changing the person. You're changing the version of them that you're experiencing. So what happens is when you're manifesting, what's going to happen is your person is going to be taking actions that are aligning her to that person, if that makes sense. Like, so you're gonna see like her even going on that trip, she needed that, right, to become a different version of herself. So it's like it's all coming from how you're viewing her. So like you're experiencing different versions of her. You're gonna experience different versions of her in the journey until you guys get to that point. Creation is already finished. So it's not that that's why they say like you're not causing change in that person. That's why sometimes I say like readings are cool. I do them too, but I know that ultimately I know in my mind, I know that whatever I'm trying to create is already there. I'm just aligning myself. And the more you kind of, that's why some people are against people getting readings. They're like, why the fuck do you need a reading? Like, they're against it. A lot of coaches are against it because it can kind of derail your path, like your journey, or hold you back a little bit because you're too focused on what changes are happening with that person and you're not checking on her. But I'm the whole point of this was not towards you, IJ. It was just in general. You're like, her doing that trip has everything to do with which you're manifesting. You have to go through certain processes. Like, someone is not gonna just wake up the next day and be a new person. Like, let's be real. It's like if I'm manifesting a trip, like my old coach had told me, which she's now my mentor. If she was manifesting a trip to Jamaica and she went to sleep that at night affirming that she was in Jamaica and woke up in Jamaica, she would probably be like, where the fuck am I? Like, I need to be in they'll have to put me in a mental institute. So, there's a process for things. And I know that people don't like to say that in the community, but it is what it is. If you're claiming that your person needs to heal, the human mind automatically feels like the person has to go through a process. The Five of Wands, the Five of Swords. All right, let's see. Clarify this Five of Swords. So this has to do with stability, financially, physically, even with like your long-term goal of like marriage. You may have some little like decluttering that's gonna come up for you. Just be mindful. Remember that everything is unfolding in your favor. That's what I tell myself. Even when the 3D showed me certain shit, I just say, yeah, that's part of my what is it they call it, the bridge of events, or here's another word for it, not the purge, is anyways, I can't remember right now, but it's like, even if they're stuck energy, just be mindful, because you may get in your head coming up when you feel like something is kind of stuck. But they're saying, and this is with finances and possibly the connection with her, they're saying to keep persistent through it. It's just your mental is just decluttering. So the decluttering, the bridge of events can happen with like, or this one will be necessarily like a purge. It could happen with like events in the 3D or actual emotions. Just process your emotions, don't judge them, process them, and just, remind yourself that you're just getting rid of stuff. Yeah, look, things are happening behind the scenes. Again, that's coming up for you too. So don't worry about what you're seeing or not seeing, especially when it comes to her. Look, especially when it comes to her. She's doing a lot of things behind the scene, even if she is going quiet, but it's that so she can come out as the Empress. Nothing to do with your current story, exactly. I say now, I'd say that's a part of my manifestation. Like, I'm okay with it. I'm like, all right, that's just bringing my manifestation closer. So, yeah, that's what I'm getting. You may start having even more like intense dreams coming up. Just know it's just even possibly even some negative ones, IJ. So just keep that in mind. That it's just again, we're releasing stuff. It's normal. So that is for you, IJ. I hope that was helpful. All right, Shay, go ahead and post. I gotta figure out what I'm gonna eat today. I don't know what I want.